Get this title put in. We have a little bit of a revamp show tonight, so bear with me. Hey, good, homie. All right, guys. Let me just pause that here. Welcome to Streaming 101, man. I'm your host, Real Deal. Every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got a really good show lined up tonight. We're going to be talking about items. A lot. I got a really, really good friend of mine popping through. We got somebody that's kind of new on the app. As I said, it's revamped. And I think you guys are going to like this. So let's get Jay in the box. We'll throw up the intro. You're good.
Welcome to the show. It's Streaming 101, where the tips are hot and we're having fun. I'm your host, Real Deal, here to keep it lit, dropping all the streaming tips, bit by bit. Streaming tips, streaming tricks, level up your game, get those clicks, build your brand, find your flow. Streaming 101, let's go, let's go. Keep your mic clean, set the right scene, engage with your chat, keep it evergreen. From overlays to vibes and your niche so tight, let your passion shine, bring the hype tonight. Streaming tips, streaming tricks, level up your game, get those clicks, build your brand, find your flow. Streaming 101, let's go, let's go. Clean, set the right scene, engage with your chat, keep it evergreen. From overlays to vibes and your niche so tight, let your passion shine, bring the hype tonight. Streaming tips, streaming tricks, level up your game, get those clicks, build your brand, find your flow. Streaming 101, let's go, let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome in, Streaming 101. Tonight we're talking about items and what they can do for us. There's a lot of different aspects to items. They've been very, very key for me. For where I'm at with diamond count and gifter level, both. They definitely have helped. And we're gonna explain all the different things that they can do, and tips of ways to use them, maybe not ways not to use them, that kind of stuff. I've got two great guests tonight, Masterpiece, and he's Top Badge Masterpiece, and also Crazy. And we're doing a little bit of a revamp tonight. So uh, the episode usually has two guests that have had a lot of experience, but we're gonna try it a little bit of a different way. We're gonna have we're gonna have a little we're gonna have one guest who's had significant experience, and we're gonna have one guest that we can kind of teach. I think I might run with this idea, so we're gonna give her a test whirl tonight and see how it goes. Masterpiece, whenever you're ready, man, you can hop into the box. Have we all used items? Is this something that I'm still here helping with something? I think we've all had some experience with items. I can tell you, I sure have. Not Beard Raider. What's going on? How you doing, man?
Hey there, Real Deal. Thanks for having me.
Well, I appreciate you, man, filling in last second for me, man. Miller actually did get back to me, man. He's on a flight right now. He completely forgot. So I appreciate you filling in the spot and getting in there. If you guys don't know
Absolutely,
this,
man.
man, please make sure that you hit him up with a favorite. Also favorite my top three of the stream. Quick little thing. What I'm going to be doing is for the top three gifters of the show. I took a page out of Masterpiece's book here, and we're going to do a wheel at the end of each month, and that's going to be one of those digital ones. And the top person is going to get a little something something from me. So top three gifters of the stream get an entry onto that wheel. And here we go. So we
Alrighty.
tonight's topic is items, and I know that you've been here for some time, and you were here before the items became something of consequence, right?
I was. It was interesting. I was just reviewing my SP, my current streamer points. I'm getting pretty close to my Diamond 1, but that's really only possible because of the items. I was always envious of the people that came in when the items were in existence and were able to use their items to get their Ruby 1 at a very low number compared to an OG like myself who hit it around 26 mil. I think Real Deal got it around like 13 mil or less.
Yeah, I think it was 14 mil that I hit my Ruby at, and that was directly because of the items.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, Nina, you're not alone. That's many people experiment with it at first, and I can only tell you how many times I duplicated one over another one. Um, as a top badge, I don't have the opportunity to use an SP boost on another streamer, so that one is kind of out of my repertoire. But I discovered that I can go live, use an SP boost, end my live, and then go wherever I want to, and the SP boost to be active for me still remaining.
Hope you guys got your notepads out, man, because that is a tip right there that you should be listening to. If you have streamer boosts, so multipliers, I think they come in 25, 50, 100, and 200% multipliers. If you have those and you turn your stream on and you activate that, and then you hop into somebody else's stream, into their box, if you're gifted, the multiplier does apply. And
Does apply for you.
Yep, absolutely. So as to where if you're a VIP on the app and you go into someone's stream, you can only throw the multiplier, you can't apply it. Right? So
Right. Yeah, you can only throw the SP boost. The SP boost can't be applied to you, and if you use an XP boost, then that will benefit you in your sending the gift. So just that alone gets confused a lot. The XP, anything to do with XP, is all about leveling up as a gifter, as a viewer. All of your SP boosts, SP, that's all about leveling up as a streamer. Okay. Unfortunately, the percentages do not stack. The percentage multipliers do not stack. But when you have a 200% active, that's the best time to use your other K boosts. And the K boosts come in a 5K, 10K, 50K, and up to 250K boosts. I don't think they have any 100K.
No, there's a 1K.
There's a 1K. Okay.
1K, 5K, 10K,
1, 5, 10.
50, 250.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
so when you're using those, you don't want to use those K bonuses unless you have a 200% multiplier. It's the only time that you want to use them.
Absolutely. Otherwise, hold on to them, save them. It's actually really cool that you're talking about this today because I believe we have an active XP challenge right now. There's an XP challenge to try to hit the highest goal is, I believe, 1.75, 1,750,000 XP. Yep. So that may seem really unattainable for a lot of people that don't go around loading milli packs like myself. So you can use a 200% XP boost, and then you can use, say, your 250K boost to get 750K.
Yep. So
right? And
that
so
that
on.
there that there what he's talking about is when we gift, guys. So that's specifically about gifting, and a really good example I can actually, because of the last month and a bit has been really crazy for me, and I've been gifting very heavily, and I went from level 63, which is a million level up. Every time you have to get a million in order to get the next level, all the way up to the current level that I'm at, which is 71. And that's it.
Hmm.
Then and when you hit 66, it goes up to 2 million level up.
It does.
So
It gets quite expensive for the level up. And using that percentage boost and 250K boosts, one of my accounts recently achieved 4 levels in one stream. That was level 91, 2, 3, and 4. And being in the level 90s, those were 2 million a level. Now, I
yeah,
did not do it by dropping 8 million in gifts. I did it by using my 200%, popping off all my 250Ks, all my 50Ks, everything I had saved up, waiting for a 200% to be active. And every time I got close to a level up in using those K boosts, I would stop and I would spin a few wheels. Uh, Whether or not I'm more likely to hit bonuses as I level up, I don't have evidence to prove it either way, but I have seen that happen frequently. And so I do like to try to spin wheels across my level up and then go back to popping off the boosts, because the K boosts will never give me a bonus, but the
yes, that's
wheels
right.
might.
That's right. And I can actually speak to the same thing, because when I get close to a level up, I'll do the same and I'll spin some wheels, and bonuses hit. They tend to hit a lot more when you're about to level up. And I've heard multiple streamers across the app, top badges, people that have had success on the app, saying the same thing.
Hmm.
Pop off a wheel or a couple of wheels to take your level up, because if you do that, the chances for you to hit a bonus are definitely multiplied.
Absolutely. Yep. And it can be a little bit hard sometimes. I think for me, what I've heard the most is that streamers have a hard time figuring out when to use their SP percentage boosts, right? If you aren't in a situation where you have gifters that come into your stream and say SP before they go crazy, you may not have that awareness. So there are some specific times that we can use them, like if we have an event. For example, I have an auction tomorrow night. I'm going to try and make sure that I have an SP boost active when I go into that auction, so that everything that comes my way will contribute along with that SP boost to my SP count. Um, what I suggest to streamers, especially streamers that may not be aware of when to use those, is that anytime anybody comes in and begins to give you wheels or says, "Hey, how you doing?" and you are thinking that they may be doing something, there's nothing wrong with asking, "Hey, should I use an SP boost? Would that be a good idea?" Because a good gifter, a conscious gifter, somebody that knows they're going to be dropping anything meaningful on you, will be good in communicating that. For me personally, I recommend, um, save your 200% for things that are a sure deal.
Planned
You're going
planned
to be
events.
gifted.
Yep.
Yeah, planned events. Somebody come in and saying, "Hey, SP boost." Even the 100% I generally tend to save for situations like that. But a lot of times I'll get a 50% for an hour, right? It's good for an hour, 60 minutes. And I'll just go into my stream. My stream will be kind of popping. My traffic will be up. I'll go, let me pop this SP boost off and see what happens. Sometimes people in your stream see the SP boost go off and they go, "Oh, wait, they've got an SP boost active. Let me drop a couple and see if I get lucky." Um, and Rachel, to address that, it's not so much like going, "Hey, Real Deal, you want me to pop off an SP boost? You're dropping on me. You want me to pop off an SP boost?" I'm not directing it to anybody. I'm just kind of throwing it out there, like, "Hey guys, should I drop an SP boost? Would that benefit me right now?" Because supporters want to support you. They want to see you grow. And if they're there to
There's
support
multiple
you with
facets.
challenges or gifting, a lot of them will be quick to say, "Yeah, go ahead and use an SP boost, but not one too big. I'm not going crazy today."
Yep. Yep. And like that's so when I go into a stream and I know that I'm gonna gift heavy, I put SP into the chat. Now, something that I will add on to what Masterpiece said, planned events and saving our SP bonus is a really, really good idea. Also, every weekend for the challenges, it rotates. So one weekend it'll be the XP, the next weekend it'll be the SP. So
Hmm.
being conscious of those challenges, because if you get the big challenge, it's either diamonds or it's rubies that you're going to get. Save your items up, save your items up, save your items up, all the K items that you get. And when you on the weekend time, when those challenges are released, use those items to get you past that. Like
Hmm.
save up enough so that it's completing challenges and it's putting some rubies or some diamonds in your play. And that's
Facts.
something I
And
do consciously.
one thing to keep in mind too about the percentage boosts as a streamer, you're multiplying your streamer points, your streamer experience. You're not multiplying diamonds. So it's not going to help you place higher in a contest to use a higher SP boost. It's purely about the streamer points and not actually about the diamond multiplier.
That part. Really, really quick here, guys. Welcome into Streaming 101. I'm your host, Real Deal. It's every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is my guest Masterpiece. We've got another great guest, Crazy, who's going to be coming in a little bit. Please make sure that you favorite my guests, favorite my admins as well. Without my admins, this show would not operate. So big ups to them. Emoji J, Beer Raider, Lucky Mama, Queen Vibrator, Masterpiece is also one of my hidden admins as well. So you can reach out to any one of us on IG if you want to be a guest on the show and share some love.
Definitely.
Um, so let's just continue in it a little bit on that line there that we were talking about with multipliers and
Sure.
stuff. I think that like personally myself, I've used those multipliers, the SP one especially. I use that. I try to hold on to my items if I'm not going to use them on the weekends. I try to hold them until I'm going to hit a new streamer rank because
Hmm.
that also multiplies your chance at hitting bonuses.
Yep.
It goes on both sides, right?
Right, absolutely. Absolutely. And it really makes a big difference. Kind of that's what I was getting at the beginning, talking about how I didn't really get the benefit of the SP boosts for my Ruby, but now I'm about 3.5 milli away from hitting my Diamond 1 at close to 60 mil, where Diamond 1 is actually at 90 million SP. So I'm in much better shape. I'm hitting it a lot faster than I would have without those items.
Let's explain that a little bit for people that aren't necessarily aware. So
Absolutely.
streamer points. How can we incur streamer points other than items? Like what are the things that we can do as streamers to get streamer points going?
Well, we get more streamer points from verses, don't we?
Yes, absolutely. You get 10 SP points for every random verse that you do. And if you do a rematch, it cuts it off at one.
Hmm,
So
interesting.
yeah, and I've gone over that with a couple of different admins, and all of them said the same thing. And when I did my top badge class, I actually brought it up, and they confirmed it for me in my top badge class as well. So doing random battles will get you streamer points. Being gifted will get you streamer points, and
Hmm.
just simple time allotted on the app as a streamer will get you streamer points.
Facts.
So
Yep.
if you can coordinate all three of those things and
But
use your multipliers in accordance to that, like the sky's the limit. I've had streams that I've had 5 or 10 million SP one stream.
yep,
Like
that's nuts.
yeah, it's crazy, man. Like you really, if you use these items to your advantage, the sky's the limit. I hit Ruby 1, which typically is at 25 million SP. I hit it at, I think it was 14.5 mil.
Hmm. The lowest I ever heard somebody hitting it was 11, and they were using the boost smart all the way from the start as a streamer.
Yeah, my buddy
Um,
McBonus, he did
and
11, it was 11 mil.
And
So
for those of you that don't have experience with them, so one of the things that we unlock in challenges are chests, mystery chests. And mystery chests often contain SP boosts or XP boosts, percentage, or K boosts, but we have to open them to find out. So when you go into your items, you go over to mystery and see if you have any boxes that are waiting to be unlocked. You just click on them to open them. That'll shake it open, see what you found, and you can open as many of them as you do have in there. And one quick note on challenges that some people have struggled with in the past that I know of is that challenges have to be collected. Just because you accomplish a challenge does not mean that you have claimed the bonus from it. And as a
been burned.
result,
I've
if
been
you,
burned.
I have too, 100%, even being aware of it, I have. So you have to make sure and claim those challenges that you accomplished. The one thing that they have updated, if you get gifted in the DMs to meet a challenge, those gifts immediately apply towards the challenge. In other words, you don't need to go into the message, open the gift, then go back to the challenge and claim it.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
But you do absolutely have to claim the challenges. And if you're a viewer in a stream and you click on this flag button over here, right underneath the top 3 gifters, you'll see what challenges a streamer has to complete. If one of those bars is full and it says completed, that means that's a challenge they've completed, but they haven't claimed. Maybe they didn't notice it. Maybe they were gone from the room when it happened. But that's a good opportunity to point out to them, hey, don't forget to claim that challenge. Because when the time runs out, if you haven't claimed it, you don't get that award.
Yep, I've been burned many and plenty about that until I figured it out that you needed to claim them or you were going to lose them. So
Hmm.
definitely take that note, write it down, guys, because that's definitely key.
And
Now, go ahead.
I was just going to say, fortunately, fortunately, once you claim the boxes, those mystery boxes will wait around forever for you to open them. But if you are in the interest of using smart SP boosts and smart XP boosts, I recommend opening those boxes as soon as you get them, because you never know when it's going to provide you with that little boost you needed to get that level up or to get that challenge done or to help another streamer get their challenges done.
Now those boxes are great too, guys, because you get every item that's available in the items that are available on the app. You get in those boxes, and I personally have gotten 1.5 million XP out of one box. One
Hmm.
box. So like
That's
you
incredible.
really got it. Yeah, it's the gifter power box.
Hmm.
Those things are crazy. Those boxes.
Yep.
And like I said, I wouldn't be at the gifter level that I'm at. I would not be at the streamer rank that I'm at without those items. So
The
you really,
temptation to go for the Phoenixes is real.
right? That part, that part. But I think with the Phoenix is only a ruby gift, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it's a ruby gift, costs 10K, so you're sending 30K rubies to get 2 of those big boost chests. So you
Yep.
never
And they
know, there
have
could be some real big prizes in there, but it is by chance. There's no guarantee.
so we've talked a bit about SP. We've talked a little bit about XP, but we are forgetting another item. There
2
is
of
one.
them.
Two. Oh yes, right. Two more items.
Yep,
So let's go over those items real quick and what they can do.
sure. Uh, First things first, let's talk about a shout out.
Mhm. So as
Um,
you guys can see right there, there's a little star there with a number 3 beside my view count.
oh, you want to do the spotlights?
Oh, shout. Okay, yeah. Shout. We can do shout outs first. Sorry, yeah. Shout outs are not that. My bad. Shout
It's
outs are in
okay.
the chat. Shout outs are in the chat, right? And shout outs. There's a couple of really cool features about shout outs that I really like. This is a
Yep.
shout
Lucky
out,
Mama's
right?
got an example. I was just going to send one because I have a ton of them saved on this account. I've got 94 shout outs available.
Yeah.
Um, One interesting note to know about shout outs. If you are in a verse and a shout out is sent in your stream, the opposing side cannot see that shout out.
I love
So
it.
if you're a streamer and you see a shout out in your Inaverse, you have the option to not read it aloud because the opposing side is not going to see it. And as a result, it's kind of like an internal communication in a
That's right.
versus. Now,
That's right.
some of us that have more experience in bigger battles, we know that often there are people in our stream from other streams watching what's going on. But in terms of just your average run-of-the-mill versus, you can communicate with just the streamer in the comments by using a shout out.
Yep. There's been many times where I've sent a shout out across the screen when I'm sitting in a stream. Don't worry, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it maybe is not such a friendly battle going on.
Right?
How do I get more of them?
Locked and loaded.
The way that we get those items is through challenges,
Mm-hmm.
specifically
I,
through challenges.
Another really good use for those shout outs is if you're in a stream where the comments are moving very, very quickly and you want to get a comment noticed. Like for example, we go into the rundown every Friday at 3 o'clock. Comments are moving and moving and moving and moving. And to really get noticed in there with a comment, you really want to send it as a shout out. Similarly, there's some streams, featured shows where the comments just get moving a little bit too fast to keep up, or you really want to make sure that your comment stands out to the streamer. And that's a great time to use that shout out. And the shout out, for those of you that haven't used it before, it will show up, if you have any, it will show up just to the left of your comment bar, where the comment bar says say something. To the left, it looks like a megaphone,
Yeah, it's like
like a bullhorn kind of thing.
Yep.
You click on that, and then you'll get a pop-up that says use shout out. Make sure your message stands out to everyone in the stream. And then you get to type up to 50 characters. At the bottom of the send bar for that shout out, it will tell you how many you have remaining.
So we're going to actually show you guys just so everybody knows what we're talking about here.
Yep. Get in there with the demonstration.
So we've got a bar. You see the chat bar right here? It's this little button right there. And then you can take a look, and I've got 136 shout outs saved up.
We don't use them very often, and we get them through a lot of challenges.
Yep. And I collect them, like I keep those, and I use them specifically for battles that are not going so well for the people that that I rock with. And I also use them in the rundown as well on that board. It's not it really is about a visibility thing in streams that have constant flow like that. If you feel like maybe your comments aren't being seen and there's no reaction from anybody, it's really good to throw this out.
Absolutely. And make that comment stand out.
That's right. Absolutely.
The last item?
Last item is what we are seeing up here, which I tried to go into as a shout out, but the spotlights. Spotlights are great. It's a whole different list of trending that they've added. That's actually fairly recently. I think it was within the last 6 months that they added.
It was. Yep.
And they're very key. They're very key. If you're in a show that you featured show that you frequent often and you want to help that show gain viewership, the way to do that is to run the chat up, but also throw those spotlights up. Those spotlights are very, very good.
Yeah, so the spotlight is often misconstrued to be a trending boost, and it's not exactly. A spotlight puts you higher on one particular list, and that is the list of spotlighted streamers. So while it does show up on the trending page, it doesn't affect how high you place on the trending page, only on the spotlight page. Exactly.
So right
now, Real Deal is the number 3 spotlight.
Yep, that's the number 3 spot, right? So
Mm-hmm.
You can see that there's two people ahead of me, but I'm visible. I'm visible as soon as we throw up. As soon as I throw up the viewer list to see who's on in the trending section there, I'm visible. The top four people are visible. And I
Mm-hmm.
think how many does it go to? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven,
I
eight,
think
nine, 10. It's 10 people.
10 before you swipe over to view all, right? Because you can view
That's right. So
everybody. Yep.
there's 10 streamers that are on that list. If you have the spotlights, try and get your streamer into the top four because that, as I showed you, it's initial, right? As soon as I pop that trending page up, there I am, number three, right off the
Yep.
hop. You don't have to search. It's about
And
visibility.
and keep in mind that there are different, not only different numbers of spotlight boost, there's also different durations of spotlight boost. So some of the spotlight boosts are +3 spotlight, +5, +10, +20. The threes, there you don't find those as often, but they definitely exist out there. And then they have them lasting for a minute, I mean 1 hour or 2 hour, right? There's none for 30 minutes.
No, there's 30-minute ones that
There's
they've now
30-minute
released.
ones as well.
30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 6 hour. Now, the
Mm-hmm.
6 hour ones are only in lower increments of 3 and 5. The 20s you can get for up to 2 hours, I believe.
2 hours, yep. And so when you're strategizing to spotlight somebody, like for instance, right now, Real Deal is number 3. If you click on that blue arrow and the number 3, you can see that it shows us the number of points until number 1, which is only 15. We can see that the number of points until the next rank is 3, and the rank is how high he is on the spotlight board. And you can also see all of the people that gave him a spotlight and when their spotlight is going to expire. So currently at the top of his board, Nini gave the spotlight that was the oldest, and that one is expiring in 3 minutes. That's a +20 spotlight. So just like Willow just did, boosting him up right now before that one expires is going to help to keep his location in the spotlights when that one expires. There's not much point in boosting him above number 1, but being here, you can watch that number and see if other people affect it in the other streams and be ready to counter.
You can see also too how quick it is, right? Very quick. They got the number changed. Now all of a sudden there I am, number 1, right? And it's instantaneous right away.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh wow, I have a ton of unused items. Oh, keep saving them until you're ready to do a level up in either gifting or for your streamer rank.
Yep. And there are many things that we can do that we can learn about how to increase our overall trending, how to increase our place on the trending board or up into the top spotlight. But the spotlight items are the ones to use to trend somebody in the spotlight list.
Yeah, and it's a secondary trending list is how I refer to it because it
Mm-hmm.
really is.
Totally.
Really quick here, guys. Welcome to Streaming 101. I'm your host, Real Deal. Please make sure that you favorite the top 3 gifters of the stream. Also favorite my guests and my admins as well. If you want to be a guest on the show, please reach out to myself, Moji J, Beard Raider, Queen Vibrator, Lucky Mama, Dream Maker, or Masterpiece. I got a great team around me, and we're all on IG. So hit one of us up.
Facts.
We've gone over a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the one thing that I've taken so far is maintaining those high multipliers on both ends. I think that it's just so key
Absolutely.
for multiple facets. It really increases your level, and as you increase in level on both sides, there are benefits. There's little quirks that you'll unlock as you continue to level up. So
Mm-hmm.
right now for streamer rank, I'm about to be a Ruby 4. Well, not about to be. I got 10 mil to go, but Ruby 4. I'm going to have a new gesture So that's this right here, right? The gestures. And you can look in here if you hit the plus button and you hit the streamer rank. That's on in the list there. It'll show you what your rank is, what you need to get in order to
And what
rank
you're
up,
gonna unlock. Yep.
and what you're gonna unlock. And the same thing actually. There's another one when you're a viewer where you can see your. There is one that you can see
Yeah,
your
you
XP.
can see your XP total. I can pull up an example of that real fast. So on this account, my XP level is baller. And you can see that my level 112, there's nothing I stand to unlock at level 113,
When is your
but
next
they are.
unlock there?
My next unlock is at level 120. They
Let's
do an unlock for every
show that one more
10
time just so
levels.
everybody can see. So you can see that he's 151,000 away from a level up. He's super close. So
Yep.
what would make sense? Let's revert back here really quick. What would make sense for Masterpiece is to take one of his multipliers, take a 200% SP multiplier,
Yep. Here's my items.
go into his stream, turn his stream on, and hope that somebody is going to throw him a wheel because a bonus is probably in the mix.
Right. And I might use, for example, one of my 30-minute SP boosts when I go live and then try to stir up some traffic by going into random verses and coming back out, opening my date box, all the things that we know to do to trend our stream. And if you don't know, I guarantee that'll be a topic on this show again.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, just because we touch on the topic once doesn't mean that we're not going to come back to it. We're definitely going to be coming back to topics, again, so that people can learn along the way.
And
Algorithms was something that we did touch on, so
here's the look at the streamer points as well. This shows all the unlocks for Ruby. I have unlocked everything because I'm a Ruby 4. So when I get to Diamond, I'll be unlocking.
The last one that he showed, we want to use XP, guys. XP. This is what he's showing right now. This is SP. I mixed that up.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm at 88.5 million SP with 3.493 million to go to Diamond 1. And then these are the things I can look forward to unlocking when I get my Diamond 1. Sorry, my light's reflecting off the screen a little. So I'll have unlocks throughout Diamond, and you can click on all the levels throughout there up until the highest level, which is Sapphire, and see what your unlockables are to look forward to when you reach that point.
So as you can see, guys, this one's mine. Here, let's bring the box back down here so you guys can see this. So as you can see, here's mine, Ruby 3. Once you get up higher in the levels, it like the things that you unlock become a little bit more distant between one another. When you're in these, like the lower levels, you see there's like a lot of unlocks, right? So my next unlock is going to be a gesture at Ruby 4, and it's going to be for my hearts, I believe.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. So there's definitely benefits to what we're talking about here. I hope you guys are taking notes. I appreciate you having you on the show, man. Is there any tips or anything like that you want to give to the people that are here right now?
Thanks for having me back. I mean, I'd say the biggest thing is like, don't be afraid to experiment with your smaller percentage boosts. Use them as your opportunity to see like what happens when you use an SP boost. If there's people in your stream, I know for me as a gifter, if I'm in a stream that uses an SP boost, that might make me more prone to throw a wheel or two that I might not have been about to throw in the first place. I see other people getting in on it. I see the percentage boost. I go, let's see if we get that bonus. Let's go for it,
Yep. Big facts. Big facts. I appreciate you, dude. As always, man. If you guys don't have this guy favorited, you might as well just unfavorite me because he's one of my best buddies on here, man. Top Badge Masterpiece. It's always a pleasure.
Appreciate that, real deal.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Let me know if you need me again in the future. I'm happy to pop in and share some tips.
Yeah, we'll get you back on with with another episode that you can actually advertise for and not last
Okay,
minute like you did tonight, man. I
sounds
appreciate
good.
you.
I can plan ahead instead of sticking the kids in front of a movie and telling them dinner's after I'm done.
I appreciate it nonetheless, man.
For sure,
Guys,
man.
hit that fade button again.
Appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Stay blessed.
Take it easy, man. That it's very, very informative. Masterpiece is one of the most knowledgeable and experienced streamers. He's been on here for a long time. I've learned a lot from him. I've gained a lot of knowledge, and if you weren't listening, that might be a little bit of a mess up. Now, see, look, because I know that Masterpiece is here right now and he's spinning a wheel or two. I have a few of these 50% SPs for 30 minutes, so I'm going to throw one on. You never know what might happen. Masterpiece is one of my top gifters too, right? So I know that when he comes in, typically he likes to do a little something. I'm going to throw it on, and you never know what could happen. You just never know. This is Streaming 101, guys, every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Real Deal. Please make sure that you favorite my guests, favorite my admins, favorite the top three. If you see somebody else that's right in here, they're associated to me, hit them up with favorites as well. And here we go. We're going to get our next next guest in, and this is where there's a little bit of a twist. I just want to explain this real quick. The twist is that instead of having two guests that have a lot of experience on the app, what I'm doing is I'm having one guest that's has experience, one guest that's maybe a little bit newer, so we can go over things. We reiterate what we've talked about throughout the stream. If they have any things that they're noticing, we can go over that kind of stuff too. So that's why I said this show's a little bit revamped tonight. But without further ado, we're gonna get crazy in the box.
Hi,
What's up? What's up, crazy? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome to Streaming 101. I appreciate you coming through tonight.
Thank you.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I know that you're fairly new on the app. That you
Yes.
give everybody a little rundown of what you got.
Technically, I've been on this app a long, long time, but I didn't start streaming until about 2 months ago with my new account. So,
So you
like,
were a viewer. You were a viewer before you
yeah,
were.
I was a viewer before. I was a gifter, and I lost my actual main account due to the sign in with Facebook feature that no longer works. It
Oh,
would not
man.
take my account, so I had to turn one of my lurkers into my main, and that's how that worked.
They got to fix that. They
Yeah.
got to fix that for sure.
I'm okay. I'm okay with this one. This one's already got more diamonds than my other one. This one's already up farther. Like, I'll keep this one as my main. It's fine. My gifting level was just a lot higher.
Well, it all comes back, and I think that the tips that we've been talking about tonight definitely can help
Right,
fast
right.
track that process, right? So you said you've been on you've been on the app as a viewer, and then started as a streamer. What are your streams about? What do you
So
do?
we just do a lot of box parties. We sit and just talk about randomness. Everybody's welcome. I'm like, I try to keep drama to the minimum. I really do. But like, you can sit and talk about everything in there, literally everything. Um, So like I'm pretty open. I'm pretty easy to get along with. Very laid back. Very, I don't know. It's just a lot of fun in there sometimes, and sometimes it's kind of dead. So
That's how it is for all of us. Don't worry. We all have our fast times where the traffic is flowing through and
mhm.
times where it's not so steady. It happens to every streamer. I will say though that consistency is very key, and I think that with your experience, you probably have noticed
Yeah,
that streamers that are more consistent, they have more viewership, they have more people coming through on an
I think
hourly
that's how
basis.
I've gotten so far. What I've gotten is the consistency. I try to stay pretty consistent.
Like for your fans, the people that have favorited you, it's really key because they
Yeah.
know that at these times of the day, whatever time it might be, that Crazy's going to be on. She's going to be streaming, so that's a spot that they go hang out. They're going to come and chill,
Yep.
and having views pop in is an algorithm setter actually. Which some
Right.
people don't aren't aware of. So the more views that you're having in, the more it entices the app to push you up the trending list for new people to come in and see.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I get really good views, like a couple hours, I'm like 400. And then like tonight I was like barely pushing 26 and I was live for 2 hours. And I'm like, oh, I don't like these
Oh,
nights.
that's that's a shift right there.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
shift for sure.
yeah.
So we're talking about items tonight
Okay.
and the different ways that they help us as a streamer and
Hmm.
as a viewer, gift slash
Hmm.
gifter. Um, you were around before items were even a thing,
Hmm.
right?
I
Okay,
was.
so you've kind of seen both sides of the ship.
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So is there anything tonight, like you, I know you've been here for most of the show. Is there anything tonight that kind of stands out to you?
Um,
Um, as let's start as a viewer, because I think that's probably what you've been the most on,
right. Yeah. So like I've viewing wise, yes, I got my gifting level up a lot by, collecting them challenges at the end there. And throwing some. I was learning a little bit about them, throwing them randomly, probably throwing them when I didn't need to. And throwing wheels and doing this. Like, so I've learned that way. I went from bronze one to a level gold one in 2 streams. So I did pretty good there. Yeah.
That's
Um,
collecting items, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah.
That's the benefit of collecting items,
Yes.
is that you literally can go all the way up. She skipped silver. She went right through silver and she hit
No,
gold.
I'm in silver. I went from bronze to silver.
Oh, okay. So you're at silver one now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so even still you collected up enough items that it was made possible, right?
Yeah. I went from bronze one to silver one in like less than 2 streams.
So the thing with that right there is that it's very very key to hold on to your items, the K items,
Hmm.
because the K items are accumulate. That's what you can accumulate. You can concurrently throw those,
Hmm.
and depending on the multiplier that you have, if you have a multiplier,
Right.
they actually multiply. So the 100% it multiplies your gift by the gift that you're throwing out by two.
Yep.
200% multiplier multiplies the gift by three. So
Right.
say I throw a jet on you, and I have a 200% multiplier on that jet is actually going to give you 60,000
Yep.
as a viewer.
Right.
Doesn't multiply the diamond count; it
The
multiplies the XP points.
Yeah, the viewing
Now,
count.
if you have an SP boost on at that time, if I come in and I say, hey, I'm SP, and you throw on a boost,
Hmm.
then it'll also multiply for you as well,
Right.
the streamer points.
Yeah. So
So that's
it helps both ways for sure.
absolutely, absolutely. Just real quick, guys. Anybody trying to get into the guest box right now? I am doing my show right now. It's streaming 101 Friday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please favor my wonderful guest, Masterpiece, and also Crazy here. Her up with a fave.
Yeah. And I got it
Two
on
months, right? You
camera.
said 2 months. You've been streaming now.
Yes.
How do you like it?
I actually very much enjoy it. Like I like being center of attention.
Well, I think as streamers, we all like to be the center of attention when and this kind of magnifies that for us,
Yeah.
right?
The
Gives us
only
the
thing
ability.
I'm not a big fan of is the drama on the app. Okay, that's like the big thing I'm not a fan of. You get caught in it everywhere, and it's like, go away.
Yep, absolutely. This is something I talk about very frequently because I find that the drama and the negativity, the toxicity that's some people have the ability to bring out and to put on the table,
Hmm.
it really deters people from streaming. It deters people from going into streams. Like there's things that I've gone through on this app
Yeah.
personally, and both very very high highs, and I've had some pretty low lows too.
Yes.
And it's taught me that I really really need to just adopt a mentality of not being bothered by other people's.
Yeah,
drama.
that's kind of something I've learned is like, you know what, you want to start this drama, you can just stay gone. Like I'm not in for it for the drama. I'm in for it to make friends and have fun. Like I'm not too worried about my diamond count. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody loves a diamond count, but I'm not really here for the diamonds. I'm here to literally have fun, chat, meet new people, just have good time.
When you bring that genuine authenticity and people see that that's what it is,
Hmm.
sky's the limit on this place because I've had the same mentality my whole streaming career.
Hmm.
And it's like this stuff is great, and like diamonds and wins and all that, like that's great.
Yeah.
But there's a number that's up here that's more important than all of the numbers, and that's the favorite number. It's the people that you make connections with. I've met my some of my best friends have come from this app.
Actually, my best friend is in here tonight. He come in just to watch me. So,
Well, appreciate the viewership.
yep.
Like being Lucky said it a little bit up. Hashtag unbothered.
Yes.
Being unbothered by what people bring to this place in a negative facet,
Hmm.
and really focusing on people that you vibe with, that you build connections with.
Hmm.
As you gain more and more traction, as it continues to build up, those connections, they they flourish, and then the rest of this stuff, the diamonds, the battle wins, like all that stuff, it all just builds up.
Yes.
And like that's been my personal experience. Focus on the favorites, focus on networking, getting yourself out there. As a viewer, I'm sure you've been to a lot of streams.
Yes.
Don't stop that.
Yeah.
That's not
No.
something you want to stop. You want to continue to branch out. There's a lot of different categories that are on the app that you can check out.
Yeah.
The new category is a really good one
Okay.
because that the new category is actually the trending program category. So
Okay.
that's a program that the app has where they put you through, I believe it's a month,
Okay.
where you have to hit a couple of different things, and it's all new streamers.
Yeah. See, I was talking to somebody, one of the top badges the other day, and they were like, if you wouldn't mind restarting your thing, he goes, I could get you a trending boost for the first until you're like 80K. And I'm like, I don't want to start over. No.
Well, like because of where you are right now,
Hmm.
it might be beneficial for you. You have a few, and the only reason that I say that is because that trending program, if
Hmm.
you're able to complete uh, the quotas, there's an 80K quota and there's a 200K quota.
See, I
You
don't
have
know
to
if I'm
hit.
gonna be able to complete those. I don't have them kind of gifters. Like,
Well, but you've done 250K in 2 months. So I
yeah.
think that if you made it aware to your community, said, hey guys, I've been offered this program. I got to restart. I'm hoping I can get you guys to all come over and be in my new account.
Hmm.
And like it's really beneficial. I completed that program 3 months into my adventure on here.
Okay.
Their qualifying criteria was a little bit different when I did the program,
Okay.
but it's very very similar into what you need to get. And the 80K and the 200K I think is attainable for you.
Yeah.
If you hit those two quotas, you actually get put up to the top of the trending every month.
Hmm. Okay.
So it's very very beneficial for you. Being
Yes.
seen, being seen equals being heard.
Right. Right. It really
Right.
does. That's I try to stay consistent. I really do. But like when I'm at where I'm at right now, like anytime I use Wi-Fi, end up my comments usually end up dying every time they break.
It
So
happens. It happens to the best of us. A quick little tip for that: what kind of phone do you use when you're
the
streaming?
Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra.
Okay, so you're gonna want to pull down your menu bar and throw on airplane mode for about 10 seconds. Bring it back, and it should revive your comments for you.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, with Apple products, it's a certainty. It works every single time. Samsung's it's kind of catch and miss, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
See,
I recommend streaming from Apple products personally because there's benefits of using an Apple product as to opposed to using Samsung. I can actually leave my stream and go into other apps on my iPhone, which you as on Samsung you can't do that. Little
Sorry.
kitty.
She is always trying to get in the way. She's like, "Oh, hi. I want to say hi." She's always right there.
I have a kitty and a puppy too, so
Yeah.
I know all about the animal life.
Yeah.
Love them to pieces. Guys, this is Streaming 101 every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight we've had a really, really good show. It's been about items. I hope that you guys were able to take a few things that you didn't know before. Please make sure that you're favoriting my guests. Crazy, who's currently in the box. Masterpiece, who's the number one gifter. Favorite the other two as well. If you see somebody in the chat, favorite them. If you want to be a guest on the show, as Queen Vibrator has so kindly put in the chat there for me, please make sure you reach out to myself, Emoji J, Beard Raider, Lucky Mama. Dreammaker is also admin in here as well, or Masterpiece. You can hit us up all on IG. My IG is linked in my bio. You just click that link and it'll bring you right to my IG page. You can click the follow button real quick.
Okay.
Um, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope that you took a few things from tonight. And
I definitely did.
if you need any assistance at all,
Okay.
please don't hesitate. Come over if there's anything I can do, any information that I can maybe
Okay.
provide,
I can
or
definitely, I can definitely do that. Anytime you want me back on the stream, just holler. Beard Raider
yeah,
coming.
it was yeah, no, it was great. It was great to have you in, and having some experience as a viewer kind of gives you a bit of a different mindset.
It does. It really does.
Coming in because you've seen it all, right?
Mhm.
And like that's kind of the point, man. For being a new streamer, I want to be able to help you guys. So
Okay.
again, don't hesitate. If you want to come in at any point in time, hit me on IG or whatever. Feel free.
Thank you.
Get in. And yeah, I do have to say, Lucky Mama is correct. I do love Penguins the best. That's my boy down there.
That's
Guys,
awesome. I will definitely hit him with a favorite.
everybody you see down there, they're all great humans. Don't
Okay.
hesitate. A lot of streamers that have come through here tonight, and you can check them all out. They're all great.
Every red that comes in, I'm hitting with a favorite right now.
100%, 100%, guys. I appreciate you coming out for streaming 101. That's a wrap. We
Thank you.
done. We
Thank you
done.
so much.
I appreciate you, crazy. Hit her up with a favorite, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank
Take
you.
it easy. No problem. Take it easy. Have a great night. Hey, Jay, you can cut it. Cut that. That was awesome. I just want to do a big shout out to Masterpiece, to Crazy, Emoji J, Lucky Mama, Beard Raider, Dreammaker, all the people that have involvement with my show here. Without you guys, this stuff doesn't happen. I really appreciate the support that I have around me, and we're gonna grow this. Tonight was a bit of a revamp. We did a bit of a revamp with it, and I like how it's turned out. So everybody that's coming in now, guys, unfortunately you have missed Streaming 101, guys. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday night. Tonight we were talking. We can do a quick recap. Tonight we were talking about items, the benefits of items. There's really not there's not any cons to the items. It's all beneficial. Um, I think that the one thing that I took from what Masterpiece was talking about is the multipliers, saving those 200% multipliers, bundling up all of your K items, so the 1K, 10 or sorry 5K, 10K, 50K, and 250K items, bundling those all up and using them with your SP or your XP multipliers, the 200% ones. it's uh, it's definitely beneficial. If it wasn't for those things, I would not be at the levels that I'm at right now. The items I at a very early stage of my streaming career, I learned about the items. I learned what to do with them, and Like I said, I hit Ruby 1 at 14 mil, which at that particular point was unheard of. Nobody had heard of it being hit under like 18, 19 mil. Now a couple guys have beaten me out, man, and they're at like 11, 12 mil. It's crazy. It's crazy the levels that you can go up with those items. Also, with we talked a little bit about the shout outs and how shout outs are a secret message when you're in battles. The other person that's in that battle, they can't see those shout outs. So you can send, if I got you, I'm gonna shoot here. If there's something maybe that you want just your streamer to see, you can use those shout outs. They're very, very beneficial. Also, the spotlights. Spotlight is another